What happened?
I had a real bad night.
Seems to be a lot of that going around.
You were upset about Ian?
I'm upset about coming over here the way I did, spilling Blair's plan. Look, I don't know how Ian is going to react to this. I guess I was just really mad, and I acted on an impulse, and now I'm having second thoughts.
Yeah? So what?
Look, I can understand that, but, you know, an impulse can simply be an instinct for doing the right thing. I think that's why you turned up here in the first place. Okay? And you didn't blurt it right out, remember? You made a choice. And you acted to stop Blair, not to hurt Ian.
Oh, second thoughts, third thoughts, whatever. It's all over now. I did what I had to do.
What did you do? What Todd means is that we had a meeting with the staff of the Sun, and we got them to stay by appealing to their economic interests.
Yeah, what Taya means is that we had to pay them off. It cost me a pretty penny.
In other words, we made a very generous counteroffer, which was accepted.
No, in other words, Blair got the shaft. Whoop-de-doo, Blair got the shaft because it was Blair's shaft to begin with. Now, I'm sure that your boyfriend is going to be real upset about what happened, but I think he's going to take it out on Blair, not on you.
What happens to Blair now?
Who cares?
Because we're not interested in revenge, okay? The last thing we want is to start a run of one-ups and dirty tricks where everyone winds up losing.
So this should be the end of it, right?
Yeah, I love a happy ending, don't you?
Blair, Kelly, you did the right thing, okay? It's good that you came. In the end, everyone benefits.
I hope so. Listen, I would appreciate it if you don't tell Ian what I did.
Why would I bother?
Or Blair.
I have nothing to say to Blair.
Poor kid.
What kid would that be?
The very lovely and really rather innocent young woman who left here a little while ago.
Kelly? The Kramers don't do innocent.
Compared to Blair, she is. Come on, you have to admit, it must be tough to be Blair's cousin.
You're the one that goes on and on and on and on and on about family. Shouldn't Kelly be glad that she's got a family?
Cut it out. Nobody's lucky to be caught in the middle of Kramer craziness.
You know, you muster sympathy for the darndest things. The Kramers, okay? All of them. They manufacture their own craziness. Kelly wouldn't be in this pickle if she didn't barge in here ranting and raving about Blair's really bad plan.
And you wouldn't have your papers securely tied down. You are unbelievable.
What, like I couldn't handle that little mutiny all by myself?
Not without shooting yourself in both feet, which you almost did anyway. If I hadn't knocked the gun out of your hands, I should say your mouth.
Oh, so now you're going to take credit for that save, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just because of this new, really annoying habit you've developed of stepping in and telling people what I really mean, like you've done for the last half an hour?
You'd better be very glad that I did it.
You know, I hate to disappoint you, Delgado, but thinking for me and speaking for me was not in your original job description. Handling things, and I have my way of handling things. Okay, you're a lawyer, and that means you're a mouthpiece, but that doesn't mean that you have to take everything so literally.
Right.
Hey, I was doing just fine before I met you. Okay, look, the point is that you're being a nudge, okay? You're being a nudgy nudge, and you're nudging in on my territory.
Well, if I weren't such a nudge, you wouldn't have any territory left.
Oh, but you always have to be right, huh? Look, haven't you ever heard of boundaries? And I'm the one that doesn't know when to say when.
Look, there are boundaries, and then there are brick walls. All you're doing is retreating behind yours. Maybe I could understand that if the lines weren't so arbitrary, but I've spent half of my life fighting phony restrictions and invisible regulations.
What does that have to do with anything? Look, this has got nothing to do with the ills of society or ethnic whatever. This is about you minding your own business, right? People do that. People get that. I mind my own business most of the time. But you, why can't you? Well, no, why can't you? And why can't you be more like me?
I see what you're getting at now. Why can't Taya be more like a Todd? Todd is so honest and never a clod.
Whatever you just said.
Uh-huh.
What?
I don't know, you look almost happy.
It's this new Sun employment contract. It's a thing of beauty. See, for the next 2 years, I know exactly where those backstabbing little ingrates are going to be. Yeah, they're overpaid, but I can fire them anytime I want, and they can't quit. So, yeah, I guess I'm happy, almost.
Gee, and all it took was the opportunity to torture your employees.
I gotta get a thank you gift to Max Holden and my bimbo ex-wife.
You're really enjoying this.
Yeah. Well, what's the matter now?
I feel bad about Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, okay, fine. Look, we'll get her a gift, too. That make you feel better?
No. Todd, we used her.
Yeah, so? What's your point?
So I feel sorry for Kelly.
Why? Kelly got exactly what she wanted.
Which was what?
She got to nail Blair for moving in on her and Ian.
That may be what she had in mind when she came to confide in us, but she hadn't thought it through.
Yeah, well, you know, those Kramer women, they don't really think much of anything through.
Look, if Ian finds out that she's the one who kept him from getting the Sun away from you, he'll be furious with her. And that's hardly what she wanted.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm just glad that I did find out about it, because that way I could keep my paper. You see, it wouldn't have worked if Kelly had thought anything through.
Todd, this may cost Kelly her relationship with Ian, or, in terms you understand, $6 billion. Plus, I'm sure Blair will never make peace with her now. Can't you conjure up some sympathy for her?
Kelly's a big girl. She'll take care of herself.
You will cheerfully use anyone for anything.
Yeah.
Just to get what you want.
What's more important than what I want? Oh, and I wouldn't just use anybody, you know. I only use the people who I think might use me, which, I guess when you think about it, is pretty much everybody.
I don't know why I keep being surprised by how cynical you really are.
Me either. And you know, your hands are not completely clean in this whole thing. You know, you came up with this counterattack. You took what Kelly gave us, this information, and you ran with it.
Yes, I know, and that's why I feel like a rat now. I don't know why I thought you'd understand, or that you'd have any inclination to make amends.
Wait, it was my idea to get Kelly something, a present, something. What? Okay, this is when I say I gotta go to the office. There you are, Armitage. I'm glad I found you.
What are you doing here, Todd?
Don't be so suspicious. I saw his yacht parked outside. I figured he must be here. You and I have a few things to hash out.
I don't think so.
Come on, after everything that's happened, I figure you owe me at least a few minutes.
Fine.
Great. But not here, okay? Let's go someplace classy. Like you and I can afford to do. You have the most crackpot ideas. Well, first you think you can take my newspaper, and then you think Kelly had something to do with ruining your plan to take it?
She ran to you with every word that she heard pass between Max and Blair. She told me herself.
Yeah, but I already knew what you and Blair were up to, okay? If you really think about it, Kelly didn't do anything to hurt you.
I think differently.
Okay, then answer me this. How come she confessed? I mean, if she really wanted to nail you, how come she's not out partying right now?
Probably because she feels guilty.
You see, I think she just, she feels bad because she didn't think the whole thing through. Look, she found out that you and Blair were doing the lip bombada on your yacht, and she flipped out, okay? She didn't want Blair to get her claws in you, which, now, take this from me, would have left you with scars.
I see. So Kelly sabotaged my plan to protect me from your ex-wife.
You got it.
My eyes are very open about Blair. And as for Miss Kelly Kramer, well, what I think and do with her is entirely my business.
Well, look who's here for a nightcap.
I was just telling him to keep his dirty little mitts off my newspaper.
That's my husband's forte. Warnings, threats. But he's notoriously weak in the sympathy department, say, for Kelly Kramer.
Put a sock in it, will you?
I want to tell you exactly why she did what she did.
Don't you have anything to do upstairs, ironing, laundry, law?
No, I'm all caught up.
Okay, well, he doesn't want to hear anything about Kelly.
Oh, no, please. Not again.
Again?
Why, yes. Your husband just wrapped up a very fervent plea on her behalf.
He did?
For someone so notoriously unsympathetic, he was very nearly compassionate.
He did?